Welcome back to the Perrick Project. I'm Gila Ross, host of the Power Up podcast. I'm really passionate about sharing how much relevant wisdom Judaism has to offer our modern day lives. And I've loved hearing from so many of you how you've found previous episodes to be so relevant to your lives. Before we hear about a fascinating mindset, let me introduce you to Rabbi Eliezer. I think the following anecdote tells us about what type of person he was. So there was once a person who was blind, and Rabbi Eliezer befriended that person, and as a result of it, everyone in the city made sure that the blind person had what they needed. In gratitude, the blind person said, "I'm going to offer up a prayer on your behalf." And he said, "Since you showed kindness to one who is seen but cannot see, may the one who sees but cannot be seen repay your kindness." Sometimes when we do something good, and either we're commended on it or we're just thinking about it again, our reaction may be, "Oh, it was nothing," or "Oh, it was just a small thing." But Rabbi Eliezer tells us that don't underestimate doing even a single good deed, because even one good deed earns us an advocate. What does he mean by that? Let me tell you a story. There's a person and he gets a letter telling him that he's summoned to court, and it's not actually scam, it's real. And he has 3 friends that he reaches out to and asks them. And one friend says to him, "Sorry, I can't help you." The second friend says to him, "You know what? I'll come with you all the way to the courthouse, but from there you're on your own." And the third friend says, "You know what? I will come and I will be a character witness for you." Each of us has these 3 friends in our lives. We have our possessions, which is like friend 1. It accompanies us in life. But the moment life is over, it's gone. We can't take any of that with us. We have our family, our friends, and they are great friends. And when a person passes on, they will accompany them even until the burial. But they cannot cross over with the person. There's only one friend, and that is our actions, our good deeds. Those good deeds accompany us all the way into the next world, because those are our character witnesses. And he shares with us a powerful mindset. With this in mind, he says we should always view ourselves as though we are perfectly balanced between good and bad. Imagine that, if we think of ourselves as perfectly balanced and we have to make a choice, we are going to put so much more effort into putting the right choice, because we know that that right choice is what's going to make us into good people. But if we do make bad choices, he says don't despair, because there's always repentance and good deeds, and those protect us from consequences. He puts first repentance, because first we have to remember that everything we do in this world affects our relationship with God. If we do good, it builds a stronger relationship. If we do bad, it weakens our relationship. And first we have to fix that relationship, which is part of what repentance is. It's fixing that relationship. And secondly, good deeds. And those protect us and make us into better people. And a person that's constantly trying to grow and get better is protected. Now, if you've ever tried to work together with others as a team to accomplish something, you'll know that teamwork is often fraught with great difficulty, because by nature people don't come together easily. So here we're given the key to success. We're told that only when a group of people come together with the goal of furthering God's will, and we'll talk about what that means in a moment, will the purpose of that group endure. Otherwise, people's egos and selfishness will become dominant, and eventually it's going to cause the group to disintegrate. It doesn't just mean it's a religious gathering, but any gathering, any team where the agenda is to bring God's vision alive in this world, to further God's will in this world, will have enduring results. A group like that will be able to focus on the goal, and they won't let their egos get in the way. And the truth is, for any interpersonal relationships, if we want them to be successful, it can't be based on a desire to be right. So we saw the powerful mindset that we can have, that we can think of ourselves as perfectly balanced, and the next choice that I make can be so powerful. And we also saw that when we focus on the goal, especially in interpersonal relationships, it can help us overcome our egos. Thank you so much for listening. I'm curious to hear what mindsets you use to help you make the right choices. You can get in contact on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Gila Ross. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you got something out of this podcast, please give us a like or a share or rate us and subscribe for future episodes. Thank you so much for listening.